Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku charts.com daily analysis for the S&P 500 for Thursday, May 30th, 2013. Well, a change of trend back to the upside today, and a candle that's made a higher high and a higher low following the previous day's candle, which changed the trend to the downside, a candle that made a lower high and a lower low. If we recall, for the previous day's trading, even though we had a black body candle, we saw the sellers fail to take control of the market at the close of the trading day, and that suggested that there was a possibility of a change of trend back up to the upside. Now, the market was interacting below the 1650 level, and that has been a fairly important level at that level and below for the past 1, 2, 3, 4 from 6 trading days, and we can see the shadows on the bottom of these candles where the buyers came in and the sellers lost commitment down around that area. Today the market opened up around that area and failed to trade down below there, with price action being rejected to the upside. We do have a white body candle for today's trading, so somewhat of a momentum shift back to the buyers in terms of net effect. So the buyers have made some net bullish progress on the day between the open and the close, as opposed to the sellers for the previous day's trading. But unfortunately, for the establishment of the first time frame uptrend in a similar way to the previous day's trading, we haven't seen the buyers close with control of this market. We've closed just around the midpoint level, suggesting that neither side has taken control. So this does suggest that we may not see some follow through. There is a possibility of this market changing trend back to the downside because of the failure of the buyers to take control of the market, and also because of the largest shadow on the top of this body of the candle, highlighting the buyers losing commitment. Now, they lost commitment when they interacted with the Tenkan Sen. I suggested yesterday that that was a very important area for this market, and we saw 2 trading periods ago where the market tested above there again, and that held as resistance as well, with the market failing to close up above there. So very strong resistance around the Tenkan Sen. Moving forward for tomorrow, if we do see a bullish breakout and bullish close up above the Tenkan Sen there, that may highlight a change of sentiment in that short-term time frame, and suggest that there could be potential for the market to trade to higher levels. The only problem is we do have strong resistance up around the 1675 level, and we saw the market testing up above there previously and being rejected from there. So here for these candles here, we saw the market failing to close up above that level, and 2 trading periods ago as well. So a very, very solid area of resistance, so we do need to watch that if we do see the market trade up. Also to the downside, however, as I've already mentioned, a zone that extends down to around this 1636, 1635 level, where we saw very strong upside price rejection, and that has potential to hold as a strong barrier for this market if we do see the sellers attempt to take control. Now, yesterday we discussed the symmetrical triangle that we had there in this that's formed in this congestion area, and as with all patterns, we always remember that we do need a prior trend leading into a pattern, and here we have a very solid trend, and then this congestion area, and we have the highs and the lows, or the peaks and troughs within the pattern converging, and that's what we've seen today. No resolution of that pattern. The market has tested to the upper boundary today and been rejected from there, so that does raise some doubt about whether we will see a breakout to the upside. There is potential for a breakout to the downside, and with most patterns, they tend to, or they can be either reversal or continuation patterns. Symmetrical triangles tend to be continuation, but there's nothing stopping them from being a reversal pattern, so we will be on the lookout for a potential close down below the bottom barrier. And confirmation of patterns is always a close above or below the boundaries of the pattern, so that's what we're looking for. A breakout and a failure to close down below doesn't constitute confirmation of a pattern. Now, looking at where the boundary, the upper boundary of this pattern is, it coincides with the area around the Tenkan Sen, so that will constitute pretty strong resistance around that area for this market, and not liking the possibility of a potentially strong close up above there. But looking at the pattern in the context of where we're trading within Ichimoku, we are trading up above the cloud, so we have an overall bullish bias. So what we'd be expecting to see is that following the market trending up, congesting, we're expecting to see the market break out to the upside in line with where we're trading in terms of the higher time frame in terms of Ichimoku. Also with the Kijun-sen trading above there, so we're looking for a breakout to the upside, and with the market trading up above the Kijun-sen, we have a bullish market in the medium-term time frame. And looking at the angle of the Kijun-sen, it is pointing up quite sharply, reflecting the solid upside momentum that we've seen in that second time frame in this market. In terms of the Tenkan-sen, the green line here, we do have the market trading down below there, and we have been trading below the Tenkan-sen now for 5 consecutive trading days, and that does add some weight to a potential breakout down below the bottom barrier of the pattern, so we need to be on the lookout for that. As we've seen for 2 of the past 3 trading days, the Tenkan-sen has held as a resistance, or the area at the Tenkan-sen or above, and prior to that it held as support. So we can see how important the Ichimoku indicators are as support and resistance areas. Now in terms of the Fibonacci extension, and now that we're trading to the upside once again with the first time frame uptrend, we're looking at the relationship of that trend to the previous time the market was trending up, and here today we saw price rejection from above the 50% and the 38.2%, almost trading to the 61.8%. With the lack of momentum that we've seen with the buyers, although we did see some with the white bodied candles, so not good strong control and good solid momentum from the buyers. But the fact that they've lost commitment and failed to take control of the market today does suggest that there is a potential for a change of trend, combined with the interaction and the rejection from the Fibonacci levels. And also with the Fibonacci retracement here, we're looking at the relationship of the new first time frame uptrend to the previous time the market was trending down, and here we see rejection from the 61.8 and the 50% level. So good solid setup for a potential change of trend to the downside, but as with most things, we do require confirmation, and that would be a candle with a lower high and a lower low. So in terms of Ichimoku, we have a bullish market in the long-term and medium-term time frames. We have had that symmetrical triangle that we just discussed. Because of the higher time frames being to the upside, we will be looking for a potentially strong bullish close up above the symmetrical triangle. If that occurs, we will have some strong faith in that, or the potential of that reaching its target. But with the market trading down below the Tenkan-sen, we could also see a breakout down below the bottom barrier and a close below the bottom barrier. The market will be limited to how far we will test down below there, but if we do see that reversal of that pattern and confirmation of it to the downside, the target would coincide roughly with the area around the 1600 round number level of support, roughly down around that area. So let's wait for resolution of the market in either direction for a breakout above or below the congestion area that's manifested itself as a symmetrical triangle.